Good afternoon, people watching Miss 65, Lisa Boyce here. I'm just coming on because I told you that I would be on later with the other um, thing that I have from about the coronavirus. I'm going to give you the gospel first. I always give you the gospel. It's 1 Corinthians 15, 1 through 4, that Jesus died on the cross. He shed his blood on the cross, and he was buried and rose again on the third day. And as a result of that, those who believe will have everlasting life. Ephesians 2, that's 1 Corinthians 15, 1 through 4. That's the gospel. Ephesians 2, 8 through 9, for it is grace that we are saved, not of ourselves, not by works, lest any man should boast. And of course, Romans 10, 9 and 10 says that if we confess with our mouth that Jesus Christ, who he is, and believe in our heart, we will be saved. That's good news. For it's the heart that man believeth, and the mouth confesseth. Confession is made unto salvation. I always get that mixed up, but I always know where it is. But anyway, that's the good news. You only have to believe. You don't come to him no other way but believing. You don't add to it. You don't take away from it. You just believe. I got this off of Gateway Pundit. It says that the CDC is overcounting the number of China coronavirus cases in an apparent effort to keep the country shut down throughout the summer. Now, this fraudulent activity was uncovered by the far left Atlantic, proving even a dead clock is right twice a day. Now, I was going to tell you what our governor in Ohio did. I think they're going to start mandating masks here in Ohio. So what he did was very clever. He took the pressure off of him and put it on the local officials, so that it will come down to the local officials to officiate everybody wearing a mask. So the pressure is not on him, so we can't say, oh, the governor made us do it. No. It's going to be up to the mayors and the county people here to mandate it. And so far, they're pushing it because Cleveland Clinic just put out a statement saying, oh, you got 5 myths about debunking the myth about wearing a mask. So they're buttering people up to a mandatory mask wearing here in Ohio. I know that's what it's coming down to. And I also feel, matter of fact, I just got off the phone with Tim not too long ago, Tim Henderson, and he said the same thing. They're definitely going to push another shutdown. Get ready. It says on May 21st, 2020, The Atlantic reported that the CDC was overcounting the number of cases of individuals with the coronavirus. Or as Trump said, the Kung flu. I love that. It says the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention is conflating the results of 2 different types of coronavirus tests, distorting several important metrics and providing the country with an inaccurate picture of the state of the pandemic. They say pandemic, I say plandemic. We've learned that the CDC is making at best a deliberate, debilitating mistake, combating test results that diagnose current coronavirus infections with test results that measure whether someone has ever had the virus. The upshot is that the government's disease-fighting agency is overstating the country's ability to test people who are sick with COVID-19. The agency confirmed to The Atlantic on Wednesday that it is mixing the result of viral and antibody tests, even though the 2 tests reveal different information and are used for different reasons. This is not merely a technical error. States have set quantitative guidelines for reopening their economies based on these flawed data points. Let that sink in for a minute. It says several states, including Pennsylvania, the site of one of the country's largest outbreaks, as well as Texas, Georgia, Vermont, are blending the data in the same way. Virginia likewise mixed viral and antibody test results last week, but it reversed course and the governor apologized for the practice after it was covered by the Richmond Times-Dispatch and The Atlantic. Maine, the state of Maine, summarily separated its data on Wednesday. Vermont authorities claim they didn't even know they were doing this. See, this is why, that's another reason why they put, if a person dies of, say, a heart attack, they'll put down COVID because they get paid out more. I'm not knocking this virus, don't get me wrong. I know it's real, but not inflate it the way they put it. They politicized this virus, which was wrong. They shouldn't have never shut down a nation. And don't tell me they should have shut it down, because South Dakota never shut down. And she never practiced social distancing over there, the governor. By including both active cases with cases of individuals who had the coronavirus in the past, the CDC is grossly overstating the number of active cases in the U.S. Unfortunately, states like Texas and Florida have reset their economic reopening timetables based on this bogus data. Can you believe this? Apparently, the CDC is still mingling test results. Forbes report reported last week. A report released yesterday, from the Government Accountability Office levied criticism at the CDC for combining active cases of coronavirus and positive antibody tests, which may give a misleading view of nationwide testing and spread. You see what's happening here? The far left New York Times also reported last week on the GAO's report. It says the report also criticized the CDC's counting of coronavirus tests, which combines tests for an active infection and those that detect antibodies. This practice inflates the percentage of Americans that appear to have been tested and gives an unreliable picture of the way the virus is spreading around the country, according to the new report. After the CDC was criticized last month for combining the two types of tests in the reports, the agency promised to separate them. But as of June 9th, it still had not resolved the issue, the office reported. The CDC's method of reporting the number of active cases is totally flawed. It's fraudulent. The CDC counts individuals who show that they had the coronavirus in their counts of individuals who are identified currently with the virus. This data is then used by states to determine whether to open or shut down their economy. See, they don't want you to open. They don't want no one making money. They want to totally shut everything down. That's what they want to do. I'm going to link this article in the description box. I wanted to come on earlier, but I couldn't to give you this. This is eye-opening. And it's not surprising, but it is very, very eye-opening. So basically, they want everybody to be shut down. We're looking for the rapture. We're not looking to anybody. We're not looking to any governor, any mayor, any president. We look for the Lord, and we trust in Him. If anything else comes up, I'll be back to give you that. And in the meantime, have a nice evening. Thank you.